Now we are going to solve the second problem in the 10th chapter. Here 4 diodes are connected in a Wheatstone network arrangement. Okay. Here diode D1, D2, D3, D4 and then one 10 ohm resistance. All are connected as given in the Wheatstone network. Here across A and B one battery, 3 volt battery is connected. Are you clear? This is the power supply, external power supply. Here you are asked to find out how much amount of current is flowing through this 10 ohm resistance. First we have to find out which diodes are conducting, which diodes are in forward bias and which diodes are in reverse bias. Now right from the positive end of the battery, move the finger and find out. This is the positive end now. So if it starts move, what will happen here? The diode D2, the P end of the diode D2 it is connected with the positive end. Therefore, the diode D2 it is in the forward bias. Are you clear? So diode D2 it is conducting. If the same thing if it is moved towards D1, N end is connected with positive end. Therefore, diode D1 it is not conducting. It is in reverse bias. Are you clear? Again, if you do so, the P end of the D3 it is connected with positive end. Therefore, this is also in forward bias. And if you do the same process, look at that, the negative end that is connected with the P end. Therefore, it is also in reverse bias. So, from the observation, it is concluded that diode D1 and D4 both are in reverse bias. So they won't conduct. But D2 and D3 both are in forward bias. So both the two diodes are conducting. So for that we have to draw the equivalent circuit. So see the flow of current. The flow of current that takes place in this path. Look at my finger. Okay, right from positive the current flows through D2. Again it starts flowing through which one? The 10 ohm resistance. It flows through 10 ohm resistance, it flows through D3, again instead of flowing here, the same current that flows in this direction. So the circuit is completing like that. So the equivalent circuit of the same thing is drawn here. In the problem, the potential barrier of the silicon diode is given and the resistance of the middle resistance is also given. Each diode they carry 1 ohm resistance. So for the entire complete circuit, I have drawn the equivalent circuit. We have to draw the equivalent circuit, only then we are able to solve the problem. I have drawn the same D2. The potential barrier that should be drawn in this form. Always the potential barrier of the diode, that one will oppose the applied voltage. Therefore, the polarity must be drawn like this. Are you clear? Because potential barrier it opposes the applied potential. Therefore, it is drawn in the reverse order. So the potential barrier of the diode D2 is how much? 0.7 volt. Its respective resistance is drawn. Its value is 1 ohm. R1 is nothing but resistance of the first diode, that is D2. This is the middle one, 10 ohm. And on one more diode is there, no, D3. That D3 diode, its potential barrier is 0.7 volt. That is also drawn, is clear. Like this as drawn here, its potential barrier is also opposing the applied potential. Nearby its respective resistance value is also mentioned, its value is 1 ohm. Now we are going to apply the Kirchhoff's second law. Are you clear? We know about Kirchhoff's second law. How to write the Kirchhoff's second law? Now here we have to write the statement, apply Kirchhoff's second law for the equivalent circuit. First what we have to do, we have to calculate all the product of the current and resistance. So let us imagine some amount of current is flowing. The current flows through the, first we will calculate the product of the current and resistance. Current is flowing through R1. So therefore I into R1 must be written. The next resistance is R2, 10 ohm resistance. The same current is flowing. The resistance name is IR2. The third resistance is R3. Therefore, I into R3. So, in LHS part, the sum of the product of the current and resistance must be taken into account. In the RHS side, all potential difference factors to be taken. So the barrier potential of the first diode is, that should be taken as, okay, here 0.7 volt must be taken because it opposes the applied potential. And one more diode is also there, for that the applied, barrier potential is 0.7 volt. And the applied potential, that must be taken in terms of positive. Are you clear? With respect to the sign convention, we have to choose the polarity. Are you clear? Both the two barrier potential, it opposes the applied potential. Therefore, according to that, we have to write the sign. Here, substitute the values. I. First resistance value is 1 ohm. Second resistance value is 10 ohm. Third resistance value is 1 ohm. And after calculation, you will get minus 1.4 volt plus 3 volt. So the totally, the entire factor, if all are added, you will get 12I, which is equal to 1.6 volt. After calculation, I will be equal to 1.6 volt divided by 12 ohm. If it is calculated, you will get the answer as, here, the after calculation, here 12 is there, 1.6 divided by 12. If it is calculated, you will get 0.133. The number it goes on. So approximately we can write it as 0.133 ampere. So the same current that flows through all the components, especially through the 10 ohm resistance, how much amount of current is flowing? 0.13 ampere is flowing. So like that we have to write. Drawing the equivalent circuit is very important. Okay, thank you.